Hello and welcome everybody. Today I wanted to perform an experiment. It's not a very scientific experiment, but it is an experiment nonetheless. Now, as of this recording, it's just a few more days until we have the United States 2016 presidential election. And it got me to thinking of some pretty scary things. One of them, amongst many, is, well, we might all die in a fiery ball of ash and screaming, but I mean, that could happen with anybody. What it has got me thinking of for this particular experiment is, what if Hillary wins? A lot of the feminists and the women of the world are hoping for Hillary to win. Not saying all of them, just saying there's a very good portion of them. Now, many times Hillary has gone with the vote for me because I have a vagina. And I think that if she were to win, the feminist agenda, the female positive, the female supremacy agenda inches forward just a little bit. And my experiment is to see how far that can go. What would happen if it was not given any limits? The glass ceiling eliminated. And beyond just the President of the United States, the President of the world. And beyond the world. Now, I have a game, Galactic Civilizations 3, and I decided to create an empire, a feminist empire, based off of the feminist agenda, and a little smattering of SJW rhetoric and ideology itself, because I do see them pretty much intertwined. You can almost find one in bed with the other. But I'm going strictly with the term and the name feminist here. Now I'm going to create this empire. I've done a little bit of pre-work with an image to use for the background and some of the description of the feminist empire typed in. But I'm going to go through the creation of this civilization from step one, basically. And once that's created, we're going to get into our tiny little galaxy. I'm going to throw in a couple of races there for me to go up against and see how the feminists would fare in a populated universe with a couple of alien species that they have to deal with, and just how either bad or good it could go for the human race if the feminists were to be the ones in charge. Now, like I said, this is not a scientific experiment. Mostly this is just for me to have a whole lot of fucking fun with, and I hope you have some fun too, but let's get into it. Okay, so here we're going to start creating our customized civilization. Now, I'm going to go for my foreground picture. I've already, like I said, created a few here. And let's go straight down. And for our leader, yes, I've chosen Big Red. She is the symbol of the feminist empire. And for background, I'll just take that one. That works for me. And of course, the leader name is Big Red. And as a simple description, I like, let's see, she of the shrill voice. That's all we need to know about her. As for a leader portrait, I did customize that as well, and I have her right down here. We've got our Big Red, and we're one step closer. All right. My race overview. I'm going to change that logo to another custom logo I created for this civilization. And we've got that as our race logo. Now, for the race overview, the name is, we are the Feminist Empire. And our short name is Cunt. That is our short name. Now the ship call sign, let's see, the TFE, the Feminist Empire, and whatever ships come after that. You know how that works. I hope you do. Now, when it comes to this actual game, I just want to point out that I'm not here for a full tutorial and walkthrough on how to play this game. If you know how to play it already, that's great. If not, you may pick up a few things here or there. You may even like the game enough to want to buy it yourself. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just here to have some fun. And let's see, the home world, of course, we're going to be from Earth. But I have a feeling I'm going to change that name soon enough. And I already typed in the simple description. The feminists have nearly run the Earth into the ground since the early 21st century. With the invention of the hyperdrive, they have joined the interstellar community with the intention of shaming and forcing all other species into their twisted ideology. Now that we got that done, let's go down to the meat of the thing here. This is always fun. The racial traits. I've been thinking about these for a little while here, and I'm going with my opinion, what I've observed. As I said, not scientific, and anything that I put down, both in here and as I play through the game, if I can, and I will insert information. Video clips or still images if I feel it's necessary to kind of drive the point home as to why I made that decision. We'll see. But I cannot make that promise as I'm just starting now. Don't know exactly where this is going to go. And we're going to play it by ear. But as for these traits, from green to red is positive to negative. You don't have to pick them, but I'm going to choose a few. Now, each one has its own quality. Productive modifies how quickly improvements are built on your planets. And like I said, I'm going towards my opinion and observation of the broad idea of feminism, current feminism, third wave, if you will. And it's not a very good observation. This is not just from what I've seen, but from what a lot of other people have noticed and done videos and blogs and vlogs about. So I'm going to go down the list here. I'm going to start with productive. Improvements built on planets. I see. I may change this as I go through. But at a negative one, they're very unproductive people. They are. Not going to lie. Let me take a sip here. Not a very productive people. They complain when something is built up that it's not to their specifications and their likings. They love to tear things down. They love to oppose and criticize. Now, clever modifies how quickly technologies are learned. I'm going at the absolute lowest. More often than not, they seem to hate statistics and science and truth. How they ever got into space, I really don't know. I think if the feminists ran things or had control, we'd be back in freaking grass huts. But let's say they got into space. I don't know how. But the technologies are not learned very fast with them because usually science doesn't care about feelings. Now, influential. This is a big thing for them. They want to have a lot of influence. Their borders will grow quickly. So I'm gonna max that one out. Economical, I'm not going to play with that yet. Content modifies how your citizens view you. You would think maybe they would be content, have a high level, or at least be balanced, but I don't agree with that because I feel that even amongst themselves, there's a lot of infighting. Because one thinks they're more right than the other. And when they feel like maybe a battle is won, they'll fight over that. They're not content. And once they win a battle, as say first and second wave feminism, they went forward and they achieved what they were meant to achieve. They had to find new things to fight about. They were never content. They always have to find new things to complain about. So I'm going to go with the minimal here. They're going to be discontent. Not worried about the fertility. Lowers types of maintenance. I'm not going to worry about that yet. Density is the mass of the ships. I'll skip militant. Very, very militant. I'm going to go with that here. Modifies the rate shipyards produce ships. And to me, the idea is modifying the rate that feminists sort of reproduce their ideology and spread. And due to the indoctrination of kids in school, in grades, lower and lower these days, they're growing an army, people. May sound tinfoil hat in my, what I'm saying here, and it may be true, but you know what? This is my game. It's my video and my simulation. So I'm going to do whatever that I want.
Whatever, I do what I want.
As for popular, modifies the amount of credits made from tourism. I'll skip that for now. I don't see them as traders or farmers. I'm not going to play with either of those. Modifies the success of planetary invasions. Brutal. Very brutal. And I'm going to agree with the +2 on that here, because they like to inject themselves in anything around them and infest it. And kind of like how the SJWs and political correctness had infested atheism, and they went into creating Atheism Plus, which just was a colossal fuck. As for courageous, able to resist invasions, I'll get back to that definitely. Tough, I'm not worried. Accurate, agile, resilient, modifies how quickly your ships are repaired after battle. Now, they take a lot of beatings, the feminists, and I mean metaphorically, through either blogs, vlogs, or videos that they create, and they get a lot of shit from anti-feminists, but they always seem to keep coming back for more. Maybe they're gluttons for punishment. They definitely don't realize how wrong they are and how stupid some of their arguments are, but I'm going to go with a +1 on this because they seem to come back. They repair their ships quickly after battle and come back to make more videos. If I'm bouncing back and forth between game terminology and the game mythos and real life, I half apologize, but making up as I go along. As for adventuresome, how far the ships can travel, I'm not going to touch that yet. Here we go. Likeable. Modifies other players' attitude towards you. And I think they are very unlikable to everybody except themselves. And even then, if there could be another circle down here below red, the fact that even many of them don't like each other, I would click that, but I can only go this far. They're very unlikable people. They're not observant, as far as I could tell. Modifies the visible range around the ships. I don't see fast playing any part in here, how far the ships can travel now. Organized, how many ships you can have in a fleet. I do see that as a big thing, because they can gather up a friggin' flash mob with hashtag campaigns, email campaigns, their little bullying tactics. They are organized when they need to be, and they can come together like a group of fucking jackals and tear something apart. Hence, Shirtgate. I had some drink since my voice be dry. So I'm going to go with high organization skills there. Now what do we got down here? What else can I bring up to sort of fit with them so I could get a balance here? I was looking at popular. Modifies the amount of credits made from tourism. The only thing I could think of for this is the idea that some feminists, not all, some believe in what they're doing. And some, I believe, are in it for the money. That they don't believe what the hell they're saying, but hell, it's a quick dollar to play the victim. And I think that might go along here with this popular. The modifies amount of credits made from tourism. Come to our Hall of Oppression display. Give us money on your way in and money on your way out. So I'm going to add 1 to that. And let's see. Anything else I can bring up? You know what? I'm going to put the last dot here. What do we got there? Foolish. What was I looking for? unproductive, foolish, forgettable, wasteful. When it comes to handy, raises all types of maintenance slightly. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with klutzy. Is there not much on the way of maintenance? I'm sure there are quite a few feminists out there and women in general who are very good at what they do, and they can handle and repair and do real work. But the way that the feminists that I've observed, the popular opinion, is these jobs, the ideas of being handy and fixing things is beneath them. They would rather less demanding and less frightening jobs. So now I have 2 available points. I'm going to bring up the ship's resilience. With 1 point left, maybe durability of the ships, accuracy. Okay, here, ships are slightly harder to hit, possibly. Really tears me up. Dense. You know what? I'm going to put a dot here in fertile. I figure once the feminists take over, maybe they put men into breeding camps, or figure out a way to just kind of breed themselves into a tremendous army. We'll see. We'll add that in for the hell of it. And racial abilities. Each race has a few special abilities that give them an edge. I gave a look through these before. I see some things that fit are here. Zealots, where I get an ideology point each time I invade a planet. Okay. And let's see. I was thinking, I was debating between scavengers and unwavering. Being unwavering colonies are much harder to culture flip. So, let's see. You know what? Maybe I'll take that. But if I'm going with some of the SJW way of thinking, they really want to keep and the political correctness. They want to keep borders open and allow any and every culture in, no matter how good or bad it is, and then claim cultural appropriation. But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go with you know what? I'm not gonna take unwavering because I see a lot of what intense political correctness and feminism is doing is allowing the cultures to be flipped. And I don't mind the sharing and the interchanging certain aspects of cultures as long as they're compatible and one is not destructive to the other. So zealots, so I think maybe I'll pick the scavengers. 25% chance of capturing the ships of your vanquished foes. Because scavengers, yeah, that does sort of fit. Why build when you could just destroy your opponents and steal what they've created? I'm so torn. Fuck it, unwavering. Damn it. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody leave a comment below. Was I wrong? Should I have picked scavengers? Well, let's move. All right. Let's choose. I'm going to keep this at its basic. Interface theme, Terran, map theme, Terran. Ship style, Terran. Ship colors. Let's find a D. Is there a decent... I like bubblegum. That is the color theme for my feminist ships, bubblegum. Keep all this the same. And let's see, the personality. Tech tree for this faction will use when played. I'm going to go with the generic. And customize the way the race behaves when being controlled by the AI. May not be necessary. I'm going to throw it in there. Malevolent. And select all character traits that can be used to describe this race. Aggressive, cruel, expansionist, opportunistic, cultural because they're worried about their influence in the galaxy, and spiritual places increased importance on ideological choices. I don't see them being much in the way of traitor or xenophobic, and I'll leave these here in order of importance from first to last. Let's go back and make sure I got everything correct. Big red, background. Big red, she the shrill voice, everything's set. Got the logo, the names. I love the short name. Traits and abilities are all balanced. I've chosen my ships and the race is saved. Now, let's set this up. I'm going to go with a 4 players are recommended. Okay. I'm going to go with a small galaxy. Everything else is going to be pretty straightforward. I don't think I'm going to change anything of the basic settings. Victory conditions, everything is laid out from conquest, influence, research, ascension, alliance to turn limit. Game settings, all normal. Now as for opponents, I am going to be choosing the Drengan Empire, the Altarian Resistance, and the Iridium Corporation. Each has their own particular way of seeing things, which I believe will cause quite a fun conflict between them and the Feminist Empire. Drengan being very aggressive and warlike, Altarians religious in their own ways, sort of spiritual, and the Iridium Corporation very much interested in money and spreading themselves by buying everything around them, I suppose. But let's start a game and see how I fare as a feminist empire. Check your privilege. As a civilization, the feminist empire is a failure. That hasn't stopped them from reaching out to the stars and trying to impose their ideology on every living thing in the galaxy. With a borrowed hyperdrive and a lot of men looking for their missing spaceship, the feminists go forth into the void and look for oppression, sexism, and patriarchy. And guess what? When the only thing you pack for your trip is a big fat bag of confirmation bias, you're bound to find exactly what you're looking for. This species has many qualities. Some of them I can't mention here because of the children that may be watching. Oh boy. Maybe I could have done a better job with the cutting out of the face, but so be it. All right. And normally I would play with the music in the background. I do enjoy it, but I want to avoid content ID picking up on the music in case it flags me or does anything against my channel. I don't want to start off on a bad foot here. So that's why I have no music, but I do have the sound effects up to a level where you can hear them, hopefully, and they don't overpower anything else. So let's get started here. We're going to first have to send my TFE scout to explore. And this would be my survey ship. Let's do the same. Send him out to survey things. And this is my colony ship. We've got Earth. Now there should be a second planet here that I can... There we go. Earth 3. First of all, let's govern the planet here. I'm going to try to make things a little bit easier for me. I'm going to start with automatic governing of the planet. I'm going to go with balanced for now. It's going to auto upgrade the improvements and allow the governors to auto terraform tiles. We're going to rename Earth. And now the planet is known as Saint Sarkeesian, enough to make me want to vomit. But that's done. I'll just leave that and see if it picks up and does something after that. I haven't fully played this game in a good long time, like a full long game. So we'll see how much I've forgotten. What does this tile have here? Paradise. in the south of Africa. This slice of paradise is where everyone wants to live, or at least visit once in their life. It's a +3 to approval and a +1 to influence. Now, I don't remember if I had to actually build something on there to take advantage of that effect, but I'll find out soon enough. And here, the minerals found here gives a +2 to research and +1 to wealth. All right. So we got St. Sarkeesian. Let's be done there, and let's get our colony ship and take over Earth 3. And we're going to name you Vag. Yes. Yes, my first planet will be named Vag. It is my first lovely colony. Finally, after the long journey, colonists set foot on an alien world. Untold effort and struggle were required to get even this far, but it's only the beginning. The galaxy is filled with worlds for the taking, and I will take them in the name of feminism. We're going to do the same thing here with the governing. And just set up for balanced. It'll kind of make things a little bit easier. If I need to turn on them at some point, I'll do that. But for right now, I hope I'm not making a mistake here. And it's just going to be stuck on the economic stimulus for a long, long, long time. Okay, that's done. Let's set up my research. First thing I want is a universal translator. I need to be able to understand the other species as I come into contact with them. My shipyard being idle. Oh, that color scheme is... Oh my god, it's obnoxious. Ugh. But let's see. Let's build a constructor, which I know these help create star bases and shipyards. I know I'm going to need one of those soon enough to start collecting some resources. So let's get you going. And in fact, I'm going to just buy it straight out. Get it done right away. All right. We've found our first uncolonized planet. So let's see what I can figure out about this one. Okay, Class 18. It's perfect. Precursor quarantine requires atmospheric cleansing, so that's going to be a little while until I can research that. +10 raw production, +50% gross income. Once wealthy world, quarantined by the precursors, what remains is so toxic that it's uncolonizable without work. All right, so I won't be touching that right away. And at least now I know my 2 planets are actually doing something. I should also... So I'm going to need another colony ship. As soon as I find another planet, I'm going to have to take it. And then another... I'll make another one of you right after that. Okay. I'm going to pass for now. Hopefully my explorer, my survey ship finds something that I could build a starbase for. Oh, I know what I need. I'm going to start building the mining fields in these asteroids. That's what I need. Nope, wait. Space junk and Duranthium. I need that. Okay, I'm going to go change my plan. You go in there. Minor Race has contacted us, and my processor, universal translator, is not done yet. Versive cunt to pot. Okay. Yes, smile and nod. Smile and nod. My first anomaly. Survey ship cautiously approaches mysterious object. All sensors set to maximum gain. Secret of the universe. Like, as in there's only 2 genders. The first of many is about to reveal itself to you. Description, the space junk over there. After intensive study of a promising debris field, your surveyors are forced to admit that almost nothing worth salvaging remains. The discipline they face for their failure remains unchanged, of course. So, not a whole lot. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I need that Duranthium. Okay. And from here, I have in my, oh, good, in my zone of influence, got the Durantium. I have this planet whenever I deal with it. A shipyard, St. Sarkeesian. And I can't really, if I move one away, I can get Vag in it as well. Good. Everybody's in my control here. This is going to be an awesome space station. I have the Durantium, I have this planet, I have the shipyard, Earth/St. Sarkeesian, and Vag in my control. Let's create a starbase. My people have had permanent structures in space before, but nothing like this. It's a beautiful thing. Looks like a big blue dreidel. Okay. Let's see. One foreign ship in my territory without open borders permission. Who? Where? Oh, you're mine. Is it you? You. Ooh, nifty. It's the IR Leaf M11. So another explorer. I'm not going to mess with him. And let's see what we going to build here. We want the Durantium first, so let's get that mining ring. The mining ring. And start right after that with the Starbase Defense System. That's going to take a while. Sponsor settings, the Earth Shipyard. Good enough for me. Done. Done, 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 done. The same thing. I got to get the sponsors for the shipyard here. Oh, it's already set up. Okay, St. Sarkeesian Vag. Good. I'm going to need another freaking planet soon to colonize. Ooh. My first Durantium mine. My miners return with the first load of Durantium ore, rocky debris, laced with a telltale silvery gold flicker. More dense and resilient than anything your people have seen before. It can be used in prototype armor and kinetic weapons. Good to know. At least I got it. And let's get around. Breath of fresh air. While investigating a gaseous anomaly, surveyors find a previously unknown element with remarkable properties. One of the senior scientists among your crew adapts your existing life support systems to utilize the strange element, greatly enhancing the system's efficiency, and therefore your fleet's range. Plus 25 range to all ships in that particular fleet. Okay. Good to know. My empire grows. But, okay, at least I got the universal translator done. And it unlocks the cultural forum. I'm gonna need that sooner or later. And allows each other's ships to pass through your respective territories without diplomatic penalty. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Influential voice. I'm gonna want an influential voice as my specialty here. Increases the influence, diplomatic specialization, influence grows. This is what's important to me. My influence, my civilization will spread. My civilization grows. Good enough for me. Maybe I should think about next enhancing my planets. Maybe getting better ships. Oh man, that's such a... Let's work on fixing the planet first. Colonization. Let's go with planetary improvement. So at least I can build farms and stuff. Okay. Don't want to mess this up. Lost and found. The scorched and pitted exterior of this abandoned cargo pod give the impression that its rightful owners are unlikely to return for it in this life. It would be a shame to let the valuable goods inside go to waste. Of course. Take the money. Good, now I can understand. Minor race has contacted us. That is so cool looking, though. The head, though, the entire species, I think I see it as it's very phallic. Its whole head and neck, stalk, and everything, very phallic. I feel like I should be triggered. Okay, as an empire of great power, it's only appropriate for the Exis Empire to receive a tribute from the Feminist Empire. Huh. Let's say to the tune of 52 credits per day. Are you fucking kidding me? You come to me with your penis-looking head, and you're gonna try to beat me down with it and force me to pay you? I'm not going for this shit. Fuck that. I will not comply to the request. Great power, don't be ridiculous. Hit the road, high artichoke head. Whatever the fuck that says. I am not paying him that money. Okay. I will not be intimidated by some minor race. Alright, so let's see. Planetary improvement coming along, basic factories. Where? I need to get these ships done a little faster. I need the constructor. I gotta buy you. Okay. Because I gotta get these asteroid fields to start mining them. It's a necessity. Lost scout ship. Small vessel floats dead in deep space. Upon examination, it appears to be an old model scout from previous war. Blah, blah, blah. I get a new scout. Okay. Sounds reasonable. And let's send you. That's interesting looking ship. And let's set you to explore. Okay. First thing I'm going to go here and turn that into a mining field. More debris. Recent wars left debris. Particular one yields moderate collection of valuables. It gives me money, gives me experience. Let's move on. Okay. First, build the mining base. Good. And weeks build 3. Click on a planet to reassign this mining base. Now I think right now I'm going to send it all to St. Sarkeesian. All right. Got the basic planetary improvement done. Do I want to bother with the specializations? Increases food. It's always a plus. I'm going to need food. Let's see. Leads to agricultural. All right. I'm gonna. All right. So I got the basics of there. The basics of there. Let's take a basic engineering and work with interstellar travel. I have a feeling I'm just making the wrong decisions. If anybody thinks I could be doing this better, please let me know in the comments below. I don't mind somebody telling me that I suck at this game because I never claimed to be, you know, the greatest. I don't care. It's, but I gotta say, my people are not very happy with me so far. Morale sad. Morale sad. Everybody's so sad. All right. Now that that's being built, let's get you over here. Well-needed boost. Powerful ship drifts, clearly battle damage beyond repair. Its advanced drive system, however, remarkably well preserved. A few modifications to its more exotic components later, and your own drives are screaming along well beyond their factory specifications. Plus 2 moves to all ships in your fleet. Okay. If that makes you happy, it makes me happy. Okay, another debris field. Give me some money, give me some experience points. Let's see. Now they're happy with me. We are pleased with the ideological path you have chosen thus far. Let's see what I can learn about them. Civilization power between me and this one other. Let's see. Faction power first. Population first. Economic power first. Military power first. Tech power and approval second. Tourism, treasury, influence first. Social manufacturing second. Oh, I gotta be better at social manufacturing. That's what fucking feminists are known for. Let's see what I can learn about them. Homeworld is S lunar pragmatic high artiodactylica artichoke. They are artichoke from now on. For the Exus, all activity is measured against the passing of the Tear of Heaven comet, which enters their solar system once every 17 local years. Children born during this year are thought to be gifted, and those that die are thought to be blessed to the point where births and deaths outside of these years are rare. Racial traits, they are klutzy, much like I am. We have the same ideology, so I get a little bonus there on how they treat me, but my skill in diplomacy, and I refuse to pay the tribute is making things a little worse. Awesome. Which makes them hostile to me. Okay. Well, that's that. Let's get it done there. And let's see. Ooh, finally a major civilization. You look like you have a wet fucking diaper for a head. Yeah, okay. Wonderful, a new market. The Iridium look forward to serving whatever you are. Let's play nice for right now. Remain peaceful, and we will have no quarrel with you. It works for a start. Now the debris field. I'm not going to complain. It gives me some extra money here. Another minor race. Okay. Organic life is a chemical aberration, a growth unconstrained by need or use. A dying star has purpose, but you have none. Oh, great. I wonder what you'll taste like. Space is more than large enough for both of us. I don't think I wonder what he tastes like. That's a generic answer. He's just a machine. But let's see. I'm going to start with trying to be nice. At least space is big enough for the both of us. Until my ideology needs to destroy yours. Alright, now let's build another mining base. Nearest own planet Veg. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Click on. So I'm gonna balance it. I'm gonna assign you to Earth. So I got 2 mining fields going to Earth, and I'm gonna have these 2 go to Veg. And okay. And what did I just create here? Load what ship? I didn't create another colony ship, did I? Oh wait, yeah I did. Wah wah. And I don't have a planet to fucking colonize yet. So I'm going to take you, put you in the starbase for now. This is going to get ugly if I can't fucking colonize any planets. Starbase defense, and maybe I need another scout or 2. Okay. Make another scout after the starbase defense. Wait. Maybe I can buy that. Let's see. Yep. You're bought. Sort of. Let's see how it goes. And you're gonna go there. This is gonna cause me to... Well, it is what it is. Lifting the fog. Ancient scoutcraft. The ancient scoutcraft your survey ship stumbles upon is built on technological principles your crew can only guess at. One of your engineers decodes the secrets of part of its sensor technology, however, and with a little creativity, is able to adapt it to your own ships. Plus 25 sensor range, all ships in the fleet. Good. Alright, let's see what we're going to research next here. The basics of interstellar travel. Got that going, so it unlocks prototypes for hyperdrive plus thrusters, a bunch of other upgrades. Huh. Alright, let's see about upgrading some of my ships. I'm going to need to make money soon. But let's see. And I got all the basics of the colonization, engineering, and governance. Let's take a basics on weapon systems. And I still have nothing to use another, what the fuck is this? Culture relic. Oh, perfect. I need that. Okay, you are going to come a little closer. And I need 1, 2, need to go 3 more spaces. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, that'll be perfect. What the hell? Galactic event, the scout is active. I'll check that next, but wormhole ride. Your survey ship is caught in an unknown field and sucked through a hole in space, motherfucker. Crew may be annoyed at the unplanned detour, but the fact that they're somehow unharmed after traveling such a vast distance in the blink of an eye should keep morale at an acceptable level. Ooh. Galactic Event the Scout. A mysterious single-occupant craft has appeared in orbit around our homeworld. Our ships quickly surround the intruder, who explained that she's a scout from a peaceful but secretive race from the far side of the galaxy. In exchange for her release and the provision of supplies to repair her sensor device, she offers you samples of the advanced sensor technology her people have. Let's start from the bottom here. The worst of the choices, malevolent, or best, depending on how you like to play the game. We're not going to take the word of a spy capable of penetrating our defenses. Confiscate the entire ship. Even if she sabotages her systems, the salvage alone will be valuable, and a thorough interrogation will surely teach us more. Or the pragmatic here. Her ship has a lot more than that on it, certainly. Threaten to expose her entire race to the galaxy if she doesn't share something a bit richer. The sensor device, perhaps. And I don't like benevolent. We gladly help, but certainly won't turn them down and making friends. Okay, I'm not buying that one. A spy, pragmatic, or malevolent. No, I'm going to go with the pragmatic here. As much as I want to follow the malevolent path, it doesn't seem to fit what I'm going to play here. We're not going to take the word of a spy. Confiscate the entire ship. Plus, it is a she that is in control of the ship. Don't they say trust the victim, believe the victim, listen and believe? This is a she, right? Let me read through here. Yeah, she offers you samples of the advanced sensor technology. So I'm going to go with pragmatic. Her ship has a lot more than that on it. All right. Threaten to expose, threaten to dox her to the rest of the galaxy. You know, all the doxing. It's lovely. And we'll go with pragmatics, 25 cents of power for all ships. As much as I want to go malevolent, this just fits the idea here, sadly. All right, now I get to pick from one available pragmatic ideology point. Vigilant. Pragmatic civilizations know that it's better to be safe than sorry and prepare to face the harsh realities of a galactic exploration. Allows the building of the preparedness center, which gives me pragmatic points. Not interested. Building on a strong infrastructure can be the cornerstone of a pragmatic civilization. I am granted 3 constructive vessels, which is probably the most important thing to me right now. And then traders, pragmatic races, no aggressive trade policy. Basically, this grants me a free freighter. I don't have anybody to trade with, but I think a minor race, and I don't want to bother. Or negotiator, which no one will declare war on us for the next 50 turns. I'm dealing with 2 races right now. I'm not worried about war just yet. So I'm going to take the constructive so I get the 3 constructive vessels. And I'll work with that from there. But let's see. So I got my first ideology point. It makes me a bit pragmatic. Not exactly what I wanted to go for, but we'll see how things go in the future. Now, I'm going to call it quits on this particular session here right now. If you liked the idea of creating a feminist empire and throwing it into the game to see how it goes, give me a thumbs up if you like the idea. If you want to continue to see further episodes of this as I go along, make sure to subscribe and you'll be notified when I put out new episodes, of course. If you don't like any of it, just give me a thumbs down and we'll move on from there. But also, leave comments. Let me know what I might have done wrong. If you feel like I could have created the feminist empire in a different way, if there are any changes you would have made or how you would do it yourself, let me know. If you think I did exactly right, please let me know that too, and how you would play the game differently. Because I'm not an expert in this game. I just have a lot of fun with it. And I like to see how other people who have more experience might have played this. So please, like I said, subscribe, thumbs up, like, support, comment, the whole thing. And I'll see you next time.